So we're going to go through what's called a pelvic reset, and the really beneficial thing about doing a pelvic reset is typically most of us, like 99% of us, at some point in time or currently have a twisted pelvis. And this can definitely play a part in a lot of tightness around the pelvic area. It can cause a lot of instability in the pelvis. It can also cause a lot of lower back issues, and then this can eventually refer into other areas of the body. So it's really good to start off your yoga practice or even end your yoga practice with a pelvic reset, and this can be done at home. It's a really self-encouraging way of looking after yourself and your pelvis. So what I'm going to get Peter to do is start to hug the right knee in towards his chest, and the left leg can just be left quite relaxed. And so he's going to start to draw that right knee in towards his chest and hold this stretch for about 10 seconds. And then what he's going to do is press his shin into the hands and resist with the hands. So starting to press into the hands as hard as feels appropriate and feels comfortable. And meanwhile, the left leg is left relaxed and the breathing is still relaxed as well. So breathing in and out through the nose. And now he's going to release the resistance and hug the knee in closer towards his chest. Again, coming into that flexion stretch. So we do this, this flexion and then resistance 3 times, around about 10 seconds on the right side, and then we repeat it again on the left side. And now he's going to release the resistance and hug the knee in and see if he can get any closer towards the chest. So we're starting to release a little bit of the tension through the hip flexors with this resistance stretching. And then he's going to resist the hands one more time. So really pressing the knee away into the hands. And you will see a little bit of shaking from time to time, and that's okay. And then he's going to release the resistance and extend the right leg out onto the floor.
Okay.
So stage 2 of the pelvic reset is to start to bring the pelvis more in alignment this way. So Pete's going to place a block just in between his knees. And if you're doing this at home, you don't have to have a block. You could have a book or something that is about that thickness, just something that you can actually start to press into. You could even use your fists. So Pete's going to start to press into the block as hard as he can with the knees without letting the buttocks lift up off the floor. That's really important. Try to keep the lower back and the pelvis, the buttocks firm on the floor. Breath is still relaxed in and out through the nose. And again, this is held for about 10 seconds. And it's not uncommon to hear a little popping in the pelvis or in the groins, the hip area. And then he's going to release the block and remove the block from in between the thighs, and he's going to put this belt around the legs and just above the knees. So the strap is just above the knees, and then place his feet back down onto the floor. And now he's going to press out into the belt as hard as he can. So now this is, if you imagine with the block, he's letting the pelvis move out slightly, and now with the belt, everything is pulling back in. So this just brings everything back into balance and alignment. The same thing with the strap. You don't have to have one of these fancy yoga belts at home. You could use any type of strap that can go around the legs, and you can just even hold on to the end of it. So now he's going to release the resistance against the strap, place the block, you can get there, back in between his knees, and now he's going to squeeze the block again for another 10 seconds. Again, keeping the buttocks and the lower back on the floor, breath relaxed. And then he's going to release the block one more time and press out into the belt as hard as he can. So with the block and the belt, you do want to really press into it as hard as you can to get the maximum effect out of this pelvic reset. Had any popping yet? And then he's going to release the resistance of the belt And we're going to gently remove the belt off the legs. And then hug the knees in towards the chest. And just maybe rock from side to side. It's not uncommon to feel a little bit of, not discomfort, but just a little bit of unusual feelings in the pelvis after doing this, and that's completely normal. What's also good is to slowly roll to one side and then gently lift yourself up and walk around a little bit for a couple of minutes.